Hey, welcome back to my channel. It is Christian here, and today I have a great topic for you. Quit paying to be in the room, okay? That's a little now if I did editing, I would drop, my little music right then, maybe some little pictures and all of that other stuff, some little okay, but I don't edit, so you don't have music and you don't have like a little reel of other things. You're just gonna get what I did with my mouth, and then we're gonna go into my other points. Shout out to y'all for watching and for tuning in to my 2 cents. I'm excited to have you guys here. 3 points that matter most before we start any topic. Number 1, you're not alone. Number 2, you're not crazy. Number 3, God, your creator, still loves you. Okay, so today's topic is going to be good because it is fresh off the heels of Women That Are Loose, honey, her say, she say, whatever. And all of these other conferences that just keep on coming back to back. Put your back into it. I don't like that. Oh, and don't forget, let us not forget the Juanita Bynum Prayer Institute, okay? Which this topic actually was sparked by somebody who commented on my short on YouTube, but I'm gonna get to that comment. But welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We would love to add you to our 2 cents crew. And shout out to y'all that has come back for the 4th, 5th, or 92nd time. We appreciate you too. We're 2 centers over here, okay? We're the center. Y'all my centers. I'm gonna try to keep this short and cute and direct and to the point. I'm a business owner, right? I have done several interviews. I've done tons of podcasts. I've done, I've had features in some major publications. I've had great media, all of the things, right? I've been a speaker for Google. Shout out to me. I have been a speaker on panels. I've been a speaker for, different events. And I'm going to tell y'all this. There is power in understanding your purpose. There's power from being in certain settings with people who add value to your life. But let me also tell you that there is no power in you running from here to there, everywhere, to get a word or to get an impartation from just anybody. All of your faves have videos, have clips that you can watch of them in spaces and on platforms, sharing their story and answering questions, some of the same kind of aligned questions over and over and over and over and over again. I've shared my story in entrepreneurship so many times since I started my business in 2019. I can do an interview for you with my eyes closed right now, and you don't even have to ask me no questions because it's the same questioning, right? If you want to be able to hear my story or see the journey or anything like that, you can literally look any of these interviews up that I'm talking about and just watch it. So much so to the point that if there is a conference or an event where I will be speaking at or doing a panel or anything like that, unless you just want to meet me one-on-one in person, save your time and your effort, your money, and don't go. And some people are like, girl, why would you tell somebody not to come and hear you speak or see you? Well, I'm saying this. If that is the only reason why you would want to see or hear or meet a person, not because there's impact and there's purpose there and you want to actually connect and build your network and your net worth and the information, don't waste your time or your resources just to see or meet people in person. There is a lot to be said about what a lot of people are not actually investing in and putting into self as much as they are into events and other people's visions and other people's pockets. And I'm saying this from the standpoint of I am tired of the empowerment movement where people are not actually empowered to do anything based off of the resources, the knowledge, and the connections that they gain from being in these spaces. Do not give me fluff. Do not talk about empowering women, boss babes, boss chicks, women of God, none of this shit. And y'all not actually helping these people with life on life encounter, life on life mentorship, life on life resources, applicable information and connections and emails sent introducing people to who they need to be plugged in with to get to the next level on their journey or in their season. That's me. If you need something from me on a business level, I am going to connect and provide. That is me. Because I understand everyone that didn't do that for me and how bad I needed it at the time and how much easier my journey would have been if someone else would have just been available. Not me trying to get in the rooms and pay for these conferences to will and deal my way into spaces where I get no value out of it once it's over. That's the problem. So hence the topic of today, quit paying to be in the room. Increase your value. So you don't have to pay to be in the room, but you get paid for whatever room you're in. For whatever space that you take up, you add value. You bring so much to the table when your name is even mentioned. There are people I think of like that, the Pinky Coles of the world, right? I ain't finna drop Oprah Winfrey's name and Gayle King or Michelle Obama, because those are women in a different level, different class, different status, all of those things. But there are some conversations and there is certain energy in certain rooms that does matter. But for some of us right now, present day, with everything that's going on, women, Black women specifically, being one of the leading groups in America that is growing exponentially in entrepreneurship, it is time that we start really looking at ourselves and asking ourselves, who are we allowing to either A, penetrate our surface and influence us, and B, what do we want? What is the expectation? Like, what is the return on the investment? And like I said, there was a comment that prompted this. Someone had commented on my Juanita Bynum short on YouTube. And this is why I have a problem with the narrative of paying to be in the room or not paying to be in the room, but being in the room with influential people. That don't mean nothing if what's being said is not actually helping you to get to where you want to be. I don't care about being in the room with you. I care about actually getting something valuable to apply in my journey and not being a fangirl the whole time. That's what concerts are for, right? Not these spiritual conferences or these empowerment conferences where you're treated like an outsider and you're not in. It's a clique. It's a bad girl club on steroids with everybody dressed up. It's insanity. And I'm going to give my story time somewhat in this of event that I spoke at that was like that. And I vowed that I would not be speaking at anything else on this kind of level without vetting the host first and asking specific questions, because it was some mean girl shit and I don't like it. Stop paying to be in the room, because these people are mean, selfish, and rude. And this is including y'all faves from church. Okay? Sarah Jakes Roberts, Juanita Bynum, shout out to Shawnee O'Neal, whatever her new last name is, I can just never remember it. I don't remember her husband's last name. That's my fault. But yeah, all of these characters, right? You have your, I know Priscilla Shearer, she doesn't have a conference, but I know she speaks at a lot of these events too. So this comment is what prompted this video. Somebody commented after I, pretty much was just like, this what y'all paying $14.99 for? Her Gucci belts, her plastic surgery on her face, her makeup, her Gucci, her Louis that she's walking through the airport, etc. with. Again, you can have an honorarium, but again, this sounds like a money grab to me from Juanita. That's just what it sounds like. Y'all can be upset, but I don't care. We're not all clouded in our judgment. We see what you're doing, sis. Get your bag. If people will give it to you, if they want to be around you that bad, get your bag. They deserve to get got for that $1,500. Thus saith the Lord. Okay. So this person said, it's more than just about prayer. It's the same thing y'all women pay for. So I'm assuming this is a guy that's saying this. It's the same thing y'all women pay for women's conferences. First of all, I don't pay for women's conferences. I have never been to a women's conference that I've paid for. I've been a vendor at some women events. Okay. I've been the sponsor of the brunch and the breakfast. Boo. But I never paid to be sitting at nobody's tables, eating and rubbing elbows with nobody that's probably looking at me out the corner of their eye and rolling their eyes anyway, because that's the kind of energy that these conferences be giving. It be giving big competition energy. It be giving big, I don't want to sit by you energy. It be giving, I'm better than you energy. And y'all know that this is true. So they go on to say, it's the same thing y'all women pay for, women's conferences. Those that can afford, I hate reading shit. Oh my God. When people put spaces and dots in between regular words, stop doing that. Because you make me look like I can't read, and I can. Shoot. Those that can afford it will go. You, oh my goodness. You, paying for the connection to be in the room. Saying she needs new minks is judgmental. That's not what is coming from what I said. And so this is what, triggered this video. It's amazing how people will come to the defense of great marketers, of great public speakers and branders. Y'all got to understand that this is a business model for Juanita. This is a business model for TD Jakes to pass down Woman Thou Art Loose to his daughter. That ain't got nothing to do with spirituality. That's a cash cow. That makes their family money. That's that man's legacy. That's generational wealth. He just passed down a business to his daughter that he built, cultivated, built up, got connection, right? Got collaboration, got power behind the brand. Now she gets to be at the helm of it. She gets to be the CEO of Woman Thou Art Loose. That goes beyond church, honey. That's bridging the gap between secular and sacred for their brand, for their business, for their pockets. Pockets, 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 pockets. There's money going into the pockets of the Jakes from Woman Thou Art Loose. So every woman that wants to be in the room, like this man just said, this person literally said, you paying for the connection to be in the room. I'm not paying to be in no room with nobody that's not adding direct value to my life, my situation, and my journey. Now, what I will tell you is that if I want to hear something specifically from a person that I believe does have value to add, I'll go look up all your videos and your interviews. I'll go read your story and actually follow your journey and your path to success or wherever you are right now. I'll extract the value that I need based off of what I'm experiencing current, present day. What I will not do is be a fangirl and pay for conferences and panels and events where you go and you feel isolated, alone, and there's no real connection and relationship building practices. That's what matters for me. I'm that kind of speaker that will go overboard to connect with you after I'm done speaking, because I'm not just going to hop into the whip and go home. I'm not just going to take pictures only with the other panelists and the other hosts and speakers that were there. That's not me. I want to actually get down in the seats with you, talk to you, sit down with you, answer your questions, tell you how to get on certain platforms, tell you how to get on certain networks or media outlets. That's Christian value. I understand that I didn't come from where I started to get here and act like everything in between is beneath me. No, I'm still growing. And in the process, there's something to be said about humility, that not that I'm one of those kind of people that's humble, because I'm not to be humbled, okay? Look up the definition. That's another video that I did in the past. There's a difference when you get to a certain place and you start treating everybody else like they should be lucky that they get to be around you. And that's the energy that these conferences give. This Prayer Institute stuff with Juanita is bull. It is bull. She knows who her audience is. The woman knows her avatar. It is Black women, highly spiritual, highly emotional, right? Want the anointing on their lives, want to be around Juanita, period. It's giving very much fangirl behavior. She knows that. Tap into the market. And that's what she's doing. Same thing with TD Jakes passing on Woman Thou Art Loose to Sarah Jakes Roberts. He knows that his daughter has marketing and branding power from what she's built in her own brand over the last 3 years. What about checking for Sarah like that? Until here recently, when all of her clips started going viral of her preaching on Sundays without shoes on or rocking back and forth while she walking back and forth on the stage. All of that is what you buy into. That's what you like. That's fine, but please understand you are a part of the bottom line. So if we're going for connection If we're going to just be in the room and for that power and that energy, please tell me that once you leave, you are extracting so much value, so much inspiration, so many great connections, so many great relationships that you are able to expand your reach and scale your business, your brand, and go further on your journey because you were in those spaces. Don't tell me that the only people that are benefiting from that are the ones that were hosting it and collecting ticket coins. Shout out to Shani, right? Who now gets to have a whole women's empowerment conference, her say, she say, whatever it's called, because she's now married to a pastor. She walked into a whole entire industry, right? She walked into a whole entire new audience when women just couldn't stand her 2 years ago based off of what she was doing on Basketball Wives. But now that's a clean slate because you can come into the church and grab up all of these thirsty women who want to be in the room, and they'll pay for it. So it's giving, mean girl, you wouldn't be able to sit with me if I didn't need money from you. You wouldn't be able to sit with me if I wasn't able to market to you. No, Shani didn't have a clothing line or anything else to make you want to support her prior to that, because y'all probably wouldn't have supported her based off of her past transgressions in media, in the world. But come on over to the church. We'll accept you, girl. Yes, share with us how you got to where you are. We know how you got there, and it wasn't by the grace of God, okay? It was by the Shaq to the O'Neal, and we're okay with that. That's your story. That's your truth. But understand, when the fruit has been tasted, and we understand that it's tainted, it's hard for me to believe I'm going to be able to get fresh juice that will provide nutrients to my body to grow and thrive. And that's what it's giving. The source is spoiled. So no, I'm not trying to be judgmental when I say that Juanita just want to buy new clothes or get her makeup done or get a new face injection. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just being honest based off of the fruit that we've seen. This is what is happening. And women who really need empowerment, who really need encouragement, who really need like link up arm in arm to support one another and to get through hard times, faith, hope, love, wisdom, peace, encouragement. That's hard to believe is really authentic and genuine when everybody is popping up with something to say, with something to share, with a ticket to sell, with a book coming out, a t-shirt to grab, right? All of that stuff just tells me that you want to monetize your image. I would respect that more if you simply wanted to be a public speaker. But stop putting on conferences with y'all girl power group. Y'all, these folks just going through their phone at this point. Like, let me add her. Let me invite her. Y'all, I know there's going to be a bomb panel because y'all just want to be in the same room with these people, not realizing you're just a part of the bottom line. They have an honorarium that needs to get paid. So they need a star-studded lineup. That's it. That's it. Now, one person I'll tell you I will pay for to go here speak. I don't mind. Tabitha Brown, the love, the energy, I'm sure that exudes from her. Just hearing her story, her voice, her presence, all of that feels like it's genuine and it feels good, and the conversations are wholesome, they're real, and it really is encouraging for you to probably hear the inner workings of how she went from just being an online sensation to now being in homes all across the world with products and a brand and books and TV shows that translates into connecting women, and not just women, but individuals from all walks of life. Pure joy and love. That's it. And everybody that reaches out to a spirit or a person like that wants to share that with the reach that is going to be made from that person's exposure, from that person's platform. Because ain't nobody bringing in the Tabitha Brown just for the hell of it. They're doing that because they know that the impartation is going to be authentic, genuine, and real. And someone's going to be edified from that level and that encounter. And that is what matters. So yeah, stop paying to be in the room. Stop being used for somebody else's bottom line. If Juanita Bynum really wanted to help build up the body of Christ, sis could have this little prayer institute for the free. Right? Because ain't God supplying all her needs with them damn shawls and them cloths that she keep on racking up? I'm confusion. Me and my homegirls, we just got some questions and we need some answers. That's all. That's all. I just want to know what's going on. Call me Joe. But I want to know what's making y'all keep putting on all these conferences and all these things, and the testimonials and the stories and the relationships are not in abundance, in which people are walking away with so much value that their lives literally skyrocket and catapulted. That's what I want to understand, because that's what I look to give. The conference I don't know if it was a conference, if you would call it that, but it was an event, a women's empowerment event that I spoke on the panel of. And I spoke on the panel. I was the only African-American woman on said panel. And y'all, the energy was nasty. The energy was nasty. The attitudes were nasty. And I'm not talking about from the crowd or the audience of women who paid to be there with the good, happy spirits of showing up with their friend girls to have a good time, a good weekend, enjoy brunch and all of that. I'm talking about the other panelists and speakers. They were not nice. They were clicked up. I'm out here being nice and talking and laughing and, trying to really engage. Why else are we here? And the energy was giving very much. I am just here because my face was on a flyer. I am here, but do not speak to me, do not touch me, do not ask me to do anything with you. That's the energy they were giving to the audience, to the other women who paid to be there. They weren't there to mingle and to connect and to truly empower and do the work beyond their session. That's what y'all need to get. This is just a resume builder for a lot of these people. And I don't like that. Okay, 0 stars, do not recommend, do not tell your friends. So yeah, to you DC from my YouTube short, shut up. That's how I feel. Shut up. Don't come on here telling me that this ain't no different than what y'all women do when y'all pay for conferences. I don't pay for conferences. But what I will tell you is that I'll also tell you not to pay for one if you don't feel like you're going to be able to extract the value that you need to get to the next level in your journey. That's directly from the mouth of someone who sits on these panels and get books for some of these events. I don't like that. And I now require and request that everybody is as authentic, genuine, and will be giving information and tangible things for people to do. Next steps. Drop some of your vendors, drop some of your numbers, drop some of your connects. Hold the door open, okay? I'm out here Silk Sonic on that ass. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. Push it open for the people. That's what I like to do. If I'm going to speak to women, I'm going to help you. That's the least I can do. Since so much of us think that we're competition, we're not. All of our audiences are different. All of our appeals and our positioning in the market is different. All of our approaches are not the same. So be willing to really help women. Don't treat women like fans. Treat them like your friends. And that's all I got to say about that. So that really did trigger me because I'm like, see, I can't get with that. I can't get with you telling me that I'm trying to come against Juanita. Juanita definitely knows she's trying to get to a bag with this little prayer institute and these fake things that she's put together to make you feel like you get so much value. You do not need to pray. You do not need to pay to learn how to pray. And I don't care nothing about people saying, well, it's her time. You do not need to pay to learn how to pray. Your prayer should sound like conversation based off of what your need or desired outcome is. Talk to your creator. And there is no intercession that you can invest in to learn how to do that. Get connected with your creator by getting connected with yourself, using your logic and using your freedom to talk to your creator. The end. Thank y'all for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to add you to my 2 cents crew. Until next time, don't pay to be in the room, honey. Go ahead and get all the free wisdom you need off of #Google. All right? I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.